Hello guys, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So welcome to Testbook Regulatory Bodies. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So quickly join in so that we can start our today's discussion. All right. So today onwards we are going to start with our accounting portion. Okay. So I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So quickly join in and do mention into the comment section. Okay. If everything is fine from my side, so we can start with the practice, right? So we have already started with the costing things. And tomorrow also at 8 p.m. we'll be doing one another session for the costing. And then Thursday we'll be doing management. And every Sunday I'll come up with a set of questions based on your commerce and accountancy, right? So if you are preparing for SEBI Grade A examination, and even there is a small portion in RBA also. So I'll be covering that particular one very first. So the common content for both the users, so that सभी को उसका help मिल सके, right? So first, do let me know in the comment section if everything is fine. So we can start the discussion. ठीक है? So guys, when it comes to accountancy, it is generally known as a language of business. Language of business means like every transaction or every anything which can be measured into money that we have to account. So let's say you are running some business and on daily basis you are doing so many transactions like purchase, आपका sales or utility expenses, rent, salaries and others. So we have to account those particular one in a manner. So at the end of the financial year, we can interpret that particular data. We can get to know about the what is the outcome from that particular data itself, right? So for this one, we have accounting process. That process start with the recording things. Okay? So the entire accounting which start with recording. Recording means we do journal entries which are chronological in order, means date wise, amount wise. So as we are entering into any आपका transactions, so we have to record that particular one. Second, after creating journal entry, it is called journalizing. We create separate accounts for each and every individual account, that is called ledger accounts. Like sales, we have, let's say, mixed match sales, so all the sales entries will be part of sales ledger. We have done number of purchase, all the purchase will be part of your आपका purchase ledger. We have like, let's say, capital contribution from the owners in different form, that will be part of our capital ledger, right? Then after that we have summarizing. So summarizing, we generally summarize all the journal ledger entries. All we summarize, we prepare a final sheet. That sheet generally comprise all the ledgers आपका in one document, that is called summary of all the ledger account, that is known as your trial balance. Okay? So trial balance is basically, it is a summary of all the ledger accounts. Okay? So we have debit and credit columns, and as we follow dual aspect of accountancy, so the debit column should be equal to your credit columns, right? So that is your summarizing. After this, we go for reporting, means we prepare final accounts like profit and loss account. So we prepare balance sheet statement and we prepare cash flow statement. So we prepare cash flow statement. These are mandatory reports which a joint stock company need to prepare and publish on their balance on their आपका website and all. And the final one is, which is generally आपका interpretation. Interpretation which is done by the stakeholders, users of that particular data. So where we use ratio analysis and others to make the decisions about that particular business. Let's say like if you want to invest in some company shares, so you can use market prospect ratios like earning per share. You can use price to earning ratio. You can use dividend payout ratios and others. If a company is raising some debt and if you want to check the solvency of that particular business, so you can use आपका debt coverage ratio and all. So these are some areas which is generally comes under the interpretation part. Okay. So now this is the entire journey of accounting. It is simply known as a language of business. So we will start with the basic of accountancy. Then one by one we will be covering all these particular topic. So let's start the discussion with very first question on your screen. And if you guys having any doubt, any queries, please do let me know. The first question, guys, consider the following statement about the nature and objective of accounting. So what will be your correct answer? Those who are watching live, please go through the statement and try to answer. So accounting summarize the recorded data through the preparation of trial balance, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Only those events that can be measured in money are recorded in accounting. Third statement, accounting record both financial and non-financial events to present a complete picture of the business. Okay? So when it comes to all these statements, first statement is 100% true. Second statement is also true. It is called money measurement concept. Anything which can be measured into money, that will be part of your accounts. Means while you do the journal entries, you will do journal entries for those transactions which has some sort of financial character. Anything which cannot be measured into money, that won't be part of your accounts आपका. ठीक है. तो किसी को अगर money terms में मापा नहीं जा सकता, जैसे health of proprietor, health of key business managers, they are important for the business, but we do not account them, right? Third statement is wrong because अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड बोथ फाइनेंशियल एंड नॉन फाइनेंशियल. ये कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट कर रहा है आपका सेकंड स्टेटमेंट को. वी ओनली रिकॉर्ड फाइनेंशियल, नॉट आपका नॉन फाइनेंशियल. तो 1 and 2 मींस ऑप्शन ए विल बी करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. एनी डाउट? तो इनकरेक्ट है आपका. नॉन फाइनेंशियल इवेंट्स आर नॉट रिकॉर्डेड अनलेस दे हैव a monetary effect on the business or in the transaction itself. So A will be right answer for this particular one. Very good. Who is here? आपका पार्थ सिंह. ठीक है, पार्थ सर, very good, well done. तो when it comes to the overall purpose आपका, ठीक है, so the overall purpose of accounting, so it help that with that chart also we have discussed this. So systematic classification of business transaction in term of money and financial characteristics. ठीक है, that means anything which have financial characteristics that you need to record. Anything which cannot be measured into money, that you have to ignore. Okay? Summarizing in the term of trial balance and balance sheet. Interpretation आपका by using financial ratios. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing business transaction. Accounting record the transaction in term of money only. Accounting record only the transaction of financial character. Accounting also interpret the financial data. ठीक है, तो this is the uses of accounting. चलो next one. Nature and objective of accounting. One another question. Please go through the statements and try to answer this particular one. क्या होगा correct answer? What will be your right answer, guys? So a key purpose of accounting is to help a rational decision making based on the financial information. 100% true. Financial accounting is useful for mainly for internal stakeholders like managers and workers. So when it comes to financial accounting, it is majorly used by the external stakeholders. ठीक है? When it comes to your cost accounting and managerial accounting, or which is also known as management accounting, the user are internal. ठीक है? But here आपका majorly the stakeholders or the users are external. ठीक है? Maintaining book of account is a legal requirement for certain entities under the various act like Companies Act 2013, or for a banking or financial company it is BR Act 1949. So they have given the formats and everything in that particular one. So 1 and 2 means 1 and 3, sorry. तो आपका option C will be right answer for this particular. Well done, guys. Very good, very good. हाँ, everyone is marking the correct answer. The third statement, financial accounting is primarily for the external users like investor, creditors, and others. Next one. Consider the following statement regarding accounting. One another आपका 3 statements, and you have to find out the correct statement. Please quickly go through the statement and try to answer. Okay. The first, accounting is a language of business that communicate the financial health of an enterprise. Yes, 100% true. Bookkeeping include interpretation? No. Okay, when it comes to bookkeeping, it is all about the recording. The differences between bookkeeping and accounting. Accounting is the entire process. Recording, classifying, summarizing, reporting, interpretation. But bookkeeping is limited to recording. Okay, so this is wrong. Accounting standards are the rule that govern the recording and preparation of financial information. 100% true. So this is something when it comes to आपका accounting standards, like how companies they need to prepare their final accounts, that is generally governed through the accounting standard. Okay? So we have 29 mandatory accounting standards. When it comes to Indian accounting standards, we have 39 Indian accounting standards. Okay? So bookkeeping is limited to recording transaction. It is not about the interpretations and decision making. Next one, guys. Identify which of the following statement is true and which is false with the on the historical evolution of आपका accounting. ठीक है? So you have to find out the correct statement as I can see the options. ठीक है? So please go through the questions and try to answer this. So stewardship accounting originated from the need of merchant to disclose the profit to government authorities. Financial accounting is closely linked to the emergence of joint stock companies. Management accounting strictly follow generally accepted accounting principles and all. So what will be your correct answer? बताइए. So stewardship means one who take care the property on behalf of others. ठीक है? So ये जो पूरा अकाउंटिंग का इवोल्यूशन है वो आपका कहाँ से हुआ? स्टीवर्डशिप से. ठीक है? स्टीवर्डशिप में क्या होता था पहले, मतलब आज के डेट में भी होता है. देयर इज अ वन वेल्दी पर्सन एंड अब उसके बहुत सारे सोर्सेज हैं, इनफ्लोज आउटफ्लोज. ठीक है? सो दैट ऑल सोर्सेज इज जनरली मैनेज बाय वन पर्सन. जैसे होता है ना पर्सनल असिस्टेंट या पर्सनल सीएज आपका. ठीक है? सो जो बड़े बड़े आपके HNI कस्टमर्स एंड ऑल है, ठीक है, उनके लिए. तो व्हेन इट कम्स टू आपका स्टीवर्डशिप, दिस वाज पार्ट ऑफ द बिगिनिंग आपका. ठीक है? व्हेन वेल्दी पीपल दे जनरली start hiring people, someone else who is taking care about their wealth. ठीक है? So this is not about the आपका merchants and others. So this statement is wrong. Financial accounting is closely linked to the emergence of joint stock companies. तो जब आपका joint stock companies means public private companies बनना start हुआ, public companies like which is listed in stock exchange. ठीक है? तो वहां पे now we are adding some external or minority shareholders in the business, so they should also get some sort of insight about what businesses are doing and where they are allocating funds in other activities. So for this one, this financial accounting stakeholders, external stakeholders get started. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग डज नॉट फॉलो एनी स्टैंडर्ड्स. ठीक है? कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग के लिए वी हैव कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स, 24 कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स. In our costing unit we have discussed that one. Financial accounting we have accounting standard as well as Indian accounting standard, but for management accounting we do not have any defined standards and all. It is something where managers they are using cost accounting, financial accounting and some ratio analysis or the other financial model to make the decision and all, right? So this is आपका wrong. तो correct आपका कौन सा है? The only statement is correct is आपका 2, which will be your right answer for this particular one. Correct है? So you have to find out the true statement. ठीक है? Just ignore this आपका false वाला part. ठीक है? So first statement, stewardship accounting arose from the steward, meaning managing property of for owners, not government profit and others. Management accounting is not bounded by gap, it is flexible and internally focused in others. ठीक है? ये हमने डिस्कस भी किया था आपका कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग के अंदर. तो स्टीवर्डशिप अकाउंटिंग, व्हेन इट कम्स टू स्टीवर्ड अकाउंटिंग, स्टीवर्डशिप, ठीक है? So steward is basically a person who is taking care about the property of someone else. ठीक है? जैसे सीए या पीए का जो रोल होता है वही आपका. तो पहले इनिशियली ऐसा कुछ हम मैनेज करते थे, धीरे धीरे आपका इवॉल्व होता गया, बिजनेस ट्रांजेक्शन बढ़ते गए, तो वी शिफ्टेड इन, वी स्टार्ट एडिंग द एक्सटर्नल स्टेक होल्डर्स, तो वी स्टार्ट अडॉप्टिंग आपका बिल्डिंग जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनीज, अडॉप्टिंग फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग, राइट? to originate from the practice of steward managing property for wealthy individuals, involve maintaining accurate records of business transaction, that is called bookkeeping today, emerge with the adoption of double entry bookkeeping, means every debit has a corresponding equal credit. अगले सेशन में हम पढ़ेंगे इन concepts conventions को. Focus on recording the asset, debt and transaction to maintain accountability and transparency for the business owners, right? So that is the case. Financial accounting, which is mandatory in nature, users are external stakeholders. So evolve with the rise in joint stock companies that allow public participation through the shareholdings, limit shareholders' liability to the value of their shares, require companies to disclose financial performances like profit and loss account, cash flow statement, balance sheet, and others, aim to provide reliable, sufficient information to shareholders and investors for their rational decision making, has a legal and social functions also. Okay, so that is the case of this one. Next one, management accounting. What we are doing in case of management accounting, where managers are using financial cost and other tool आपका to make the managerial decision making and all. ठीक है. So management accounting emerged in 20th century to aid managerial decision making using detailed accounting information. It is a forward looking and often include cost accounting, budgeting. Unlike financial accounting, it is bounded by legal standard or generally accepted accounting principles, offering more flexibility. It focuses on preparation and presentation of internal reports and relevant and timely data and future decision about the enterprise, tool for strategic planning and not subject to legal constraint. Okay, so that is the one. Any doubt? If you are having any doubt with any statement, any word which is mentioned here, you can ask. So I'll try my best to help you out with that one. Okay? Next one, guys. Identify which of the following statements are true based on the historical evolution of accounting. One more question around this. All right. So cost accounting, the next one, cost accounting developed as a tool for industrial management during the industrial revolution in England, which is true आपका. ठीक है. So cost accounting is all about, पिछले सेशन में भी हमने बात किया था कि how to effectively manage the cost आपका. That is the case. Social responsibility accounting focus on only on economic, no, social as well as economic benefit आपका or impact of business activities. Human resource accounting tries to account the economic value of employee within an organization, which is called human capital valuations. Inflation accounting deal with the adjusting financial result to reflect changes in the price level over time. So 134 means option D will be right answer for this particular question. Okay? Any doubt आपका? Any doubt? If you guys having any doubt, please do let me know. So I'll try to help you out. So cost accounting, इसके ऊपर हमने एक पूरा सेशन किया है, introductory session about the costing or cost accounting and all. Emerged during the Industrial Revolution in England to support the managerial decision making, focus on analyzing and controlling production cost, help industries और इंडस्ट्रियल मैनेजर मेक डिसीजन बेस्ड ऑन द साइंटिफिक डेटा एंड एफिशिएंसी. ठीक है, कल भी हम लोग कॉस्टिंग के ऊपर बात करेंगे. कल हम टाइप ऑफ कॉस्टिंग पढ़ेंगे. कल आपका जो 8 PM का सेशन होगा. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट वन. कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट रिगार्डिंग अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम एंड देयर ओरिजिन. चलो यहाँ पे ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज अबाउट द इंट्रोडक्शन, इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन अराउंड दिस आपका accounting. So what will be your correct answer? Value accounting can be used to assign percentage based on contribution of individual toward the product. Second, fair value accounting consider the historical purchase price of the asset for valuation. Luca Pisoli book Summa introduced the concept of double entry bookkeeping system. ठीक है, so when it comes to value accounting, it is like, let's say there is a enterprise who generate 100 rupees profit. So what is the contribution of different sources? Like let's say a person working with that particular organization So what is the contribution of that person in that 100 rupees, and accordingly we define the reward system. Okay, that is your fair account value accounting. Fair value accounting, which we generally use for the mergers and acquisitions. Okay, so usually our accounting is based on historical cost. जैसे let's say we have purchase of machinery worth rupees 10 lakh, okay, and the useful life of this machinery is suppose that 10 years, and assuming there is no salvage or scrap value, and depreciation rate is supposed that 1 lakh every year. तो हमें अब जैसे at the end of third year means 3 साल का 3 depreciation आपका 1 lakh 1 lakh 1 lakh, so we will minus this particular value, ठीक है. So at the end of, as per the historical cost, the value of this particular machine is 7 lakh, which we actually use in accounting. But while companies go through any sort of merger acquisition, we apply the आपका fair value accounting, ठीक है. So fair value accounting आपका, it is wrong, हाँ, ठीक है. Fair value accounting is something where like we account things based on the current market prices, ठीक है, not based on the historical cost. It is based on the market price, ठीक है, current market price of those particular one. It can be less than आपका less than 7 lakh और आपका more than 7 lakh of that particular one, ठीक है. Third statement is 100% true. 1 and 3 means option C will be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है. Fair value accounting, which is based on the आपका current market valuation. ठीक है. So basically it is used for the merger acquisition in all these kind of activities. तो वैल्यू अकाउंटिंग, फर्स्ट आपका वैल्यू अकाउंटिंग फोकस ऑन इवेल्युएटिंग एंड कैप्चरिंग इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूशन, टेंजिबल और इंटेंजिबल टू अ प्रोडक्ट. Each contributor input is measured usually as a percentage. Ensure fair revenue distribution among the contributors based on their आपका share input. As I gave you, let's say in that 100 rupees आपका the contribution of this person was आपका 10%, so he should get 10 rupees for this particular product आपका, ठीक है. That is the fair value, sorry, value accounting. Fair value accounting is where we are using as cases like acquisition and all. Consider the current market value of an asset and liability. Fair value of an asset is can be fetched in market value, current conditions. Fair value of a liability आपका current liability, ठीक है. Measurement is dependent of whether the holder intend to keep the asset or sell or the liability, ठीक है. Use multiple approaches like market approach, the fair market prices, income, the income generation from that particular asset, cash flows, ठीक है. Cost approach is आपका what is the current cost of that particular asset in the market. Also called current value accounting, but limited acceptance due to आपका these many areas. We usually go for the fair value accounting when companies are going through any sort of merger and acquisition and all. All right, chalo, next one. Which of the following statements are true regarding formulation of accounting standards in India? Formulation of accounting standards in India. तो क्या होगा correct answer? So this is something again आपका थोड़ा सा important है, ठीक है. It get asked many time. So first topic wise topic चलेंगे, keywords wise keywords, ठीक है, and will be comprising data for both. First I'll complete the RBI related things or the one, ठीक है, and if any topic which is part of SEBI and not part of RBI, then will आपका later on will covering those, ठीक है. So the Accounting Standard Board ASB was established on 21st April 1977. तो ASB which is आपका formulated by ICAI, जो CA लोगों के certifications आपके होते हैं वो यहीं से होते हैं, and this is the authority who finally approved the accounting standard, ठीक है. ASB formulate accounting standard with the help of study groups, with consultation with governments and public and private industries. Exposure draft of proposed accounting standards are prepared and issued to the public feedbacks आपका. This is also true, ठीक है. तो all the statement, not आपका this. तो option A should be right answer because all the statement given in the questions they are correct आपका, ठीक है. So let's go through this one. तो देखो क्या होता है ना, why we required this one. Let's understand the fundamentals. Before this, ठीक है, before accounting standard, what problem we were facing. Let's say there are 3 companies कंपनी X, कंपनी Y एंड कंपनी Z, ठीक है. Why we required accounting standards, uniform rules आपका, ठीक है. So what was the problem earlier? Company X, which was using method A to account their आपका reports or prepare their report, company Y was using B and company Z was using C, ठीक है. So these three companies, they are using different methods or procedures while they are preparing their final accounts, means profit and loss account or balance sheet, which is used by the stakeholders to make decision. अब अगर मैं आपसे बोलूंगा कि out of these three company, which company is performing the best, आप आंसर नहीं कर पाओगे because every company is using a different method. तो this was the challenge. अब इस चैलेंज को सॉल्व किया गया किसके थ्रू? We come up with the accounting standards, ठीक है. As I said, we have 29 mandatory accounting standard as of now, ठीक है. So what we did, we come up with accounting standards. Now government mandated कि if you are running this type of business in India, so while you preparing your books, ठीक है, while you preparing or presenting your आपका final accounts, you have to use आपका these standards, ठीक है. Means let's say if you are doing inventory valuation, so we have accounting standard 2. So every company, they have to account their inventories as per that particular one. If you are आपका accounting depreciation, so you have to follow accounting standard 10. Earlier it was accounting standard 6, but later we merged that particular one in 2000 with accounting standard 10. तो अब accounting standard 10 will help you कि while you account आपका depreciation, you are allowed to use only 3 method, and इन 3 method को इस तरीके से आपको use करना है. या let's say if we are going for cash flow statements, while you preparing the cash flow statement, so accounting standard 3, which will help you or which will tell you the further bifurcation of cash flow statement, inflow and outflow, operating activities, financing activities, investing activities. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to create some sort of uniformity in the system. Now everyone is using same data, so the comparability among all these companies will be easier. Understood? तो क्यों हम लोग आपका इस comparison को लेके चल रहे होते, ठीक है. तो accounting standard in India, so it is, we have the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, ICAI, established the ASB in 1977. Objective was to formulate accounting standard for harmonizing diverse accounting practices in India. Okay, this was the problem, and we solved that particular problem with आपका accounting standards, and they are finalized by the ICAI. ठीक है, तो अब यहाँ पे procedures क्या होता है? While ASB come up with or ICAI approve a new accounting standard or merge the existing one and all, तो उसका entire procedure is mentioned here, ठीक है. तो ASB, first ASB that research on different areas, they take feedback from the different industry expert and all, ठीक है. So they identify broad areas needing standards and set priorities. Study group assist ASB with consultation involving from government, industry and other stakeholders. Then they आपका design a exposure draft, ठीक है, of the proposed standard is prepared and shared to the public and member for the feedback. What is your ideas around this new आपका accounting standard and all? Feedback is incorporated. Whatever the feedback is provided by the public or the other stakeholders, we will incorporate this. Then revise the आपका draft. Then ICAI council review and issue the final standard. ठीक है, this is the journey or this was the journey. ठीक है, now here we added one new things. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हमने एक नया चीज ऐड कर दिया, that is NFRA. ठीक है, अब before approving ICAI, before approving any accounting standard, they have to first take approval from or send this particular one to another regulatory body, that is NFRA. It should be somewhere. So compliance and mandatory accounting standards must be followed by this. आपका SEBI Companies Act required this. Section 134 Companies Act mandate the accounting this. NFRA is missing from this. No, it is here. So regulatory oversight, the National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standard, which was replaced by National Financial Reporting Authority, NFRA, and things are aligned with IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. Under Section 132 of Companies Act 13, NFRA is an independent regulatory body effective from October 1st, 2018, responsible for enforcement and framing of accounting and auditing regulations. ICAI must now consult with NFRA for recommendations on accounting standard. ठीक है, तो इसने कहीं ना कहीं जो ICAI है इसके पावर्स को थोड़ा सा लो किया. क्यों? Before coming or finalizing or approving any आपका अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड, दे फर्स्ट हैव टू कंसल्ट विद NFRA. ठीक है, तो एक छोटा सा जर्नी आपका गवर्नमेंट ने जो यहाँ पे ऐड किया 2012 के अंदर. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट गाइस? इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी डाउट प्लीज डू लेट मी नो, सो आई विल हेल्प यू आउट विद दैट. सो NFRA क्रिएशन में कर्टेल सम पावर. हाँ, जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा भी है सेम चीज आप. ठीक है, ऑलराइट. सो दीज आर द अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स आपका. ठीक है, 1 2 3, you do not have to remember these one. No rectification is required. You have to limit yourself जो भी कंटेंट और द कीवर्ड्स विच आर पार्ट ऑफ योर करिकुलम. कौन कौन से हैं? अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 1 2 3, आपका 4, यू हैव अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 9, यू हैव अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 10, यू हैव अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड आपका एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट इज नॉट देयर. ठीक है, सो अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 1 डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ पॉलिसीज, 2 आपका इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन, 3 कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट, 4 1 आपका दैट इज नहीं, fifth one is net profit loss. No, this is not part of this. Revenue recognition is there. Accounting standard 10 is there. ठीक है, so property plants equipments आपका depreciation. ठीक है, इसके अलावा हाँ 11 is there. 11 is there. Exchange rate का impact both in SEBI as well as in PFRDA. ठीक है, both are the part of this one. Accounting for government grants, this. हाँ, investment is there. ठीक है, investment accounting for investment is there. Lease, earning per share, consolidated account, income tax, investment. No. So these are the accounting standards which are part of your curriculum. Still, I would not suggest any sort of rectification around these one. Once you'll go through the topic, because that statement, like let's say if you are studying accounting standard 3, so 10 times you'll listen about कि accounting standard 3 deal with आपका कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट, ऑटोमेटिकली यू विल बी एबल टू मेमोराइज ऑल दोज एरियाज. ठीक है दोस्तों, तो घबराना नहीं है. दिस इज जस्ट फॉर द रेफरेंस पर्पस कि हाँ कौन से अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं अभी आपका. ठीक है, जो काम कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट वन. ओके, वन क्वेश्चन आपका. अब मे बी सम पीपल आपको जो रिकॉल कर पाएंगे और नहीं कर पाएंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. ठीक है, वंस यू कवर द थिंग्स then you will be able to understand all these. Accounting standard 1, disclosure of accounting policies. 2, inventory valuation. 3 is आपका cash flow statement. 19 is आपका lease agreement. Means 1 का will be 1, 2 का will be आपका valuation, 3 का will be cash flow, 19 का will be lease. ठीक है, तो कौन सा सही बैठ रहा है? 1 का 1, आपका 2 का no, 2 का 3 and 3 का 2. this, तो option B will be right answer for this particular question. Understood? ठीक है, चलो next one. Okay, this is it. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. तो this was our very first session around your आपका accounting stand, the basic introduction around accounting. So my humble request to all of you, those who are preparing for this particular examination, and if you are facing some issues with some specific topic from commerce and accountancy, do mention those particular topic in the comment section, so that while next time while I'll prepare the contents, I'll keep, or whenever I'll cover that particular topic, I'll keep more and more questions so that you guys can practice well. All right, any question guys? If you are having any doubt, any question, please do let me know so I can help you out with that particular one. ठीक है, समझ में आया थोड़ा बहुत? तो देखो एक चीज मेरा सजेशन रहेगा, what you have to do, you have to work on the concept. ठीक है, कॉमर्स, अकाउंटेंसी, कॉस्टिंग, ये दोनों ही सब्जेक्ट ऐसे हैं जहां पे कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लियरिटी विल हेल्प यू आपका इन एवरी वे. ठीक है, वो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन हो, टू आपका केस स्टडी हो या फिर एक अप्लाइड क्वेश्चन हो. ठीक है, कौन है ये आपका? राजपूत सर. राजपूत सर, like I'll be getting one session in a week, so I'll for every subject, like let's say tomorrow I'll be doing that आपका your costing things आपका. ठीक है, so I'll try my best. So what else you can do in that case ना, let's say यू गो थ्रू द सिलेबस वंस, ठीक है। कुछ ऐसे टॉपिक जहाँ पे आपको इश्यूज हो रहे हैं वो आप मेरे को एक बार कमेंट्स में लिख देना, तो आई विल कवर अप दोज पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक फर्स्ट, जिससे आपको थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा, ठीक है। तो इट डिपेंड ऑन नंबर ऑफ क्लासेस कि कितना क्लासेस होता है। और मेरा सजेशन आपको कि जो भी कीवर्ड्स हैं उनको पहले कॉन्सेप्चुअली देखिए। तो ये जो चीज़ है ना, ये प्रैक्टिस है, ये एंड वाली चीज़ है जो आपको बहुत आसान करेंगे। तो आई एम इंक्लूडिंग सम कॉन्सेप्ट पार्ट ऑल्सो, बट स्टिल मेरा सजेशन इस तरीके से आपको रहेगा, ठीक है सर। चलो, तो आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं। आई विल सी यू टुमारो एट 8 PM फॉर कॉस्टिंग, एंड टुमारो वी विल बी कवरिंग टाइप ऑफ कॉस्टिंग, मीन्स आपका बैच कॉस्टिंग, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कॉस्टिंग, सर्विस कॉस्टिंग, आपका प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग, वी हैव स्टैंडर्ड, मार्जिनल, ठीक है, जॉब कॉस्टिंग, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कॉस्टिंग, ये सारी चीजें जो हम लोग आपका कल समझेंगे, ठीक है। सो दिस इज इट फ्रॉम माय साइड गाइस, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग दिस सेशन, थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग दिस सेशन।